Okay, Flightbuds here, and today we have a 3D printer. So here it is, XYZ's Da Vinci 1.0A. The A is for like a version 2 where they've upgraded some parts on it. So 3D printers have been around for a while, which has made the 3D printer market actually go down dramatically in price. You know, you can find small printers for anywhere from $100, like a 3D printer pen, and cheaper for that. You can find actual printers for like $180, $200. Like, we're talking really small 2-inch print beds. If you look hard enough, you can find the XYZ Da Vinci 1.0A printer for, I've seen them go as low as $350. So on average, you can find them for like $400, and up to $450 is like the average price of them, which is actually a really great deal. I mean, $400 is a lot of money, but when you compare it to something like the MakerBot Replicator V2, which cost well over $2,000, yeah, you can buy like 4 of these before you even buy one of theirs almost. Anyways, for the cost, the printer turned out really great. It prints really great quality, actually. So to the build quality, the outside is made of plastic and acrylic, and the main frame is made out of hardened steel. I'm not exactly sure what the steel is actually, or what the material is made out of, but it looks like some sort of a metal. The printer bed is made out of one piece of glass. So after only about 80 hours of printing, we cracked the glass bed. XYZ did eventually replace the piece of glass, and the replacement piece actually came cracked severely. It took almost a month and a half to get it all worked out, you know, between shipment and contacting them, because for the first week and a half, it was one email a day. So it was taking forever to get any sort of response from them. And they finally sent me a good piece. So you may have noticed the filament spool on the side of the printer. So you actually have to use the cartridges that come with it unless you have a cartridge resetter, which I ended up finding on eBay. So go check the description for the link, and you'll find everything you need there. So after I bought this filament resetter, I then was able to reset the same cartridge that came with it, actually the stock cartridge, and I've reset it like almost 10 times. So the cartridge is actually located in the back. You gotta pull off a clip, and then the cartridge just plops right in or plops right out, whichever way you're putting it in or exchanging it. So all you actually need to buy is a filament spool and cartridge resetter if you don't want to use the cartridges that XYZ sells, which they sell for like $30. The filament I use is a Hatchbox ABS. The black material ends up printing the best quality prints I've found, and I've used the yellow, the blues, and a whole bunch of different colors. So I actually had where the printer stopped feeding filament. So I was like, what in the world has happened? It just like the motor stopped. So what actually ended up happening was the a little piece of filament got stuck in the nozzle, and it couldn't push it through. So you had to open up half of the printer head, and then it pull out the filament, and it worked perfectly after that. So now we're up to like 150 hours of printing, and the thing's done fantastic all the way. So to the nitty gritty of the machine, the printer bed is heated, so that makes for your prints to come out a little bit cleaner or precise than if it wasn't a heated bed. So the printer bed is actually 7.8 inches by 7.8 inches by 7.8 inches. It's a perfect square practically. And for you guys over the pond, it is 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters. Perfect square once again. Doesn't really change. So the printer is also enclosed, so it keeps the heat in while you're printing, and so you don't burn your hands, just in case you want to stick your hand in there. But you can also open the door while it is printing, which can create a hazard if you have little kids, so just be aware of that. It does have a 2.6 inch LCM screen. It uses USB 2.0 to transmit the print from your computer to your printer, which the USB 2.0 really doesn't affect anything because the files are relatively small in comparison to some other stuff. So it can print from 100 microns all the way up to 400 microns. I find 300 microns to end up being the best for all around general printing. So it has a pretty wide range of printing thicknesses. It can also print in ABS, PLA, and some other materials that I've not experimented with. So for the $400 I spent on this printer, it is definitely gets the job done for a very fair price. I will have the link in the description where I bought this from. I'm going to put out more videos on this printer as stuff happens. Let's say I crack another piece of glass. Who knows? And expect to see more videos about this printer in the future. With all that info, hopefully you can decide if this printer is right for you. I would definitely recommend buying this if you're looking at buying a 3D printer. So with that, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We'll see you later.